I think both are fine. I'm trying to think if there's anything more meta that they could go for. Luna is up, although it's not the greatest matchup versus Spectre. It does give them push though, because I feel like both teams they draft very little push.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't care, but it's always nice to have Luna. You know, have the night vision for fights. Really easy to roast. Really easy to just win one fight and win the game. You can make so many more mistakes if you have a Luna.
Morphling take it away. That's Pakaz's signature hero. That was the hero he was most dominant with in the beginning. I mean, you've casted all his performances on Morphling.
Yes.
Not you, Bowie. Moxxi is the one that's nodding. I mean, stop. It's not. Anyway.
Bowie has also casted a lot of games here.
I paneled. Okay, I didn't cast, but I was there. I was talking about it.
He loves that shotgun taunt, just nonstop the entire time.
What did you like about his before? Do you think that if you give him Morphling in any circumstance, Moxxi, do you think that he could just carry the game even if it's not the best of picks?
I'm not sure if it'd be enough to necessarily carry the game, but I definitely feel like, it's comfortable. It's like his favorite hero. It's getting later here at night. They want to stay here in the upper bracket. So, I mean, I can understand why they ban it out, but they pick up a tiny here over on the side of Infinity.
I like it. Very easy to burst the AA.
Yeah. But very magic damage dependent currently on the side of Infinity until the Spectre gets to be a big lady. I guess it's the only thing I'm concerned about with the tiny being a core. And there's no tower push coming out from Infinity.
Yeah, these two teams, they definitely don't like to double down.
Towers.
Yeah.
I know you're a fan of the SA Tiny, Bowie, but it is true that I mean, I've seen all of your tweets. You keep raving on about this, but I've seen the hero not being very powerful without the Ancient Apparition or Skyreth Mage as a combo. Very low win rate if the hero's solo. Do you think Infinity can make it work this game?
I agree with you. I think I just like talking about Tiny. And how like we perceive things very differently region to region, and that's not to say SA is right. That's just to say there's different points of view, and whoever is able to get the, I guess, highest amount of right points of view can succeed in Dota. So I think Tiny can be really good this game. Being able to eliminate the AA, being able to burst the Ember, you can actually kill him before he even pops that Flame Guard. And it's high tempo, as long... Hello?
One second. Moxxi wants to say something really.
I just want to say something really fast.
Sorry, I was not looking at your face. Sorry.
Before they pick. I want to say, what about a Wraith King? What about a double stun lane with an Ancient Apparition?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Work pretty well. After the egg is over, after the haunt, you're still alive. You've got a skirmishy in and out kind of lineup coming out with the Sand King with a Burrow Strike, Blink, Ember, jumping in, jumping out. Like, that's still in the pool. That's all I want to say before, because I didn't want them to be like, Wraith King. I'd be like, I was going to say that. Sorry.
That's probably their best their best option here. I love it. It pairs with the AA. You have these burst heroes on Infinity, so the second life comes nicely. Yes, Spectre can go Diffusal, but there's Shard. I don't think it matters that much. But they go Luna.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Much like last game, I'm not very sold on this Luna. The matchup versus Spectre is I mean, it's not as bad as Terrorblade, but it certainly isn't a good one for Luna at certain points of the game. You don't usually burst her with the Eclipse. The lane's better than, say, a Wraith King against the Hunter, so in that regard, that's a plus. Do you guys think you can play Tempo here? I mean, they have Sand King, they have Ember Spirit, go Ganking Squad. It's a pretty decent Tempo lineup for Unknown.
They have PP. They have burst damage. They have, a Tiny who's going to blink Avatos Angel. That's so scary to me. Like... You have no save on the side of Unknown. I'm scared about that.
Bowie?
What I'll say is, I think even though the matchup isn't that good for Luna, it's better than Terrorblade. I agree with you in that part. And I also feel like, yes, Tiny can burst the Luna, but at nighttime, you have so much vision. So it's a little bit harder for PP to actually find Angel without him knowing.
Until Pamploma zips in with an egg and it's daytime. What you gonna do now, Luna?
That is true. You can always use that egg.
Yeah.
I feel like Unknown can make more mistakes. Luna didn't look good that game, but there's a reason this hero is really popular. And while I like Spectre, it's just easier, you know. A bot can play Luna. I think if you just teach a bot to play Spectre and a bot to play Luna, I would guess Luna Dispatch would get a higher win rate. So that's why I'm going with Unknown. I think Infinity, they're really good, but if they win this game, it's gonna be out of a lot of fire and heart, and not necessarily the best draft. That's what I think.
Moxxi?
Wow. Sign me up for Infinity. You know, I think that PP has me on that on his train of fans here now. He looks like he does a lot of really nice plays. Plays very well. So I think that this Luna is going to have some difficulty, especially if he starts to snowball out of control. And I think we have the dynamic duo of the two supports on their Phoenix and their Oracle. They sold me in the earlier game, so you know, I'm on board.
All right. Well, the game's about to start. Bowie, I love that your analysis went from, oh, the night vision on Luna is fantastic, to if a bot plays Luna, you know, it's pretty bad compared to a bot playing Spectre. And we have another dynamic duo here of casters. These two guys, sorry, not guys, these two people, these two persons will
It's
take this
fine. I'm a
wonderful
dude. It's
game
cool.
away. Okay. We'll
Not
take this
good.
wonderful game away for you guys as Unknown versus Infinity. Match number 3, the deciding match, is about to become underway. Last match of the night. It can only get this much hype. Moxxi and Bowie, please delight us with this wonderful matchup.
All right,
You know what,
Bowie.
Moxxi?
What?
You know, I remember when they first made the Boxy name for us, and I loved it. And then Boxy, the player, shows up, and he kind of stole our thunder. I don't like to say we're Boxy nowadays, because it's like, oh, we're just copying Boxy. But no, I think at least I think we came first, you know? But anyways, I don't even know what I'm talking about. That we have Infinity vs. Unknown starting here, and I really want to see how this mid lane is gonna fare, because it's another, you know, melee matchup where two heroes want to gank a lot, but PP, he needs items, whereas the Ember doesn't. So I feel like we're in a position where RoboZ can do pretty much what he did second game, and he did it so well. I'm really curious to see how Infinity is gonna play around that.
Will definitely be interested as well, because it is very much a tempo-driven game here on both sides. Obviously, when you have a Luna over on the side of Unknown, you come online a bit earlier than the Spectre, and you do have RoboZ on one of his best signature heroes with this Ember Spirit, so be interesting to see how Infinity decides they want to deal with this, or, you know, if they're going to be outplaying in some of these other lanes here. I think we should go with Moe. Moe works, right?
Ah, that's cool. Mowing around the competition. That's...
Oh man, yeah, those are the days though. Throwback to SA casts with you.
Oh yeah.
You know that Avo and I, back when he was Darklight,
Wait,
he
what?
Swordfish
His
as
name
well.
was Darklight?
There was Darklight and the Swordfish back in the day. I was like, I want someone who knows
Wow.
SA Dota, and someone suggested him to me. They were like, would you like to cast with this guy? And I'm like, sure, if he knows his stuff. And he, oh man, he was so like excited when we did that cast. He was very excited because he was just doing only Spanish casting, I think, really at the time, except for a little bit of English on his channel. So look how far all of us have come. Feels
That's
good,
true.
man. Feels good to see the SA region, you know, getting more respect, growing, these more even matches coming out. And everybody's just, you know, it looks good. I'm happy. I'm happy for it, for sure.
I mean, that's awesome, because Avo, like, he's such a cool guy that I never really found any way to mock him. But now that you told me his nickname was... Can you repeat that again?
Darklight.
Darklight. I love it. I'll call him Darklight from now on. It's I can imagine a 16-year-old Avo. Okay, I'm gonna create a
The
nickname.
edgy Darklight.
Darklight. They're opposite. Anyways, going back to the game here. Still no first blood. A little bit different from that first game where I felt like everyone was bloodthirsty.
Yeah, non-stop action. But this time around, you know, it does feel like it'll be a little bit quieter. Of course, with the Oracle here in the top lane, doesn't like to get too aggressive until the level 3. But, you know, Spectre not looking to get kills, just really wants to farm up and we'll have to deal with Sacred over here in the lane. So I can assume that there's going to be a little bit of a support battle going up between these two. The mid lane, probably not going to be seeing too much unless we have any sort of a rotation. Or RoboZ gets a little too cheeky and PP manages to somehow toss him back underneath the tower. But knowing this guy, I don't think that's going to happen. And bottom lane, it's a Tide Hunter and Phoenix.
Yeah, what kind of scares me about this lane is that oh, yeah.
Ooh, all right.
Usually it feels like, you know, if AA doesn't have a carry that has a stun, like a 1 second, 2 second stun, you don't really kill anyone and you get killed. You know, aggression is a really good form of defense. So I'm kind of scared for the AA here. I feel like once they get level 3, level 4, he's gonna be an easy prey for these two heroes.
Yeah, it is pretty scary. He's going to have to be very careful in the way that he approaches, but they do have the cold feet, and again, Arzen T's pretty fast, but they're hunting him down. They should be able to get this first blood, so it ends up paying off even though they don't have that hard stun like we talked about. And he's got to be feeling pretty nice right now over on that Ancient Apparition.
Fire Spirits was on cooldown. That's one of the biggest flaws of Phoenix as a laner early on. Really long cooldown that spell, so they just played around it. Very nicely done. Mid lane though, looks like once again pretty even.
Definitely feels like both of these guys are, well, they even go for a little bit of fortification because they jump top and they get the kill on Sexy Yogi. So Berna now having a little bit of difficulty here with the Spectre, and I believe he played the Spectre earlier, right, Bowie?
Yes.
Everything's starting to blur together today. Sorry.
It's okay.
But, you know, they had this difficulty with the Oracle constantly getting picked up, but Berna recovered so nicely.
I feel like the Spectre this game is gonna... Oh, okay.
Okay, that's new. You know, the ganking Oracle, but he has his level 3, like we talked about. That amount of damage that he can dish out is very, very nice. And now he's gonna go help himself to a bounty rune here, maybe. Drops a board.
Blocks the camp. Oh, actually did.
Nope, he stacks it. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm sure he could let his Tiny know that there's a nice stack over here as he makes his own rotation, looking for the ability to grab him here. A nice hop down to the low ground, coming out from Wish. PP just feeling like he's being led around. Does see himself a courier here, so he'll take out the courier with the sentry ward and make his way back to the mid lane.
Very
Bottom
patient
lane,
there.
Angel is taking a lot of damage here. Is forced to go and pop the wand. Fire Spirits, just barely. It's about 40-something hit points. Did have that Fairy Fire just in case.
Oh, Salve and Tango there. AA. The butler ready to help.
Taking good care, that's for sure. The top lane again. Some pressure being placed on Berna, but they don't have that detection to see inside of the sandstorm, so gonna be fine.
All right, let's see who gets the rune here. 6-minute rune, let's go. Who gets it right?
It is PP.
Oh, this could be a kill. They're very far forward on the side of Unknown.
PP making his way top. They drop a ward though, so they immediately see him, and they're gonna run away. Wish here though. Sacred nearby. Cookie hop forward. Sacred following up with a nice burrow strike, even though there's an avalanche. He's gonna try to just dissuade PP here. PP's still looking. Gets the kill up here. It doesn't even get to land its stuff. Oh, that feels bad. There will not be a bracer here for the Snapfire for a while.
So nice from PP. Actually steals the bounty as well. I don't feel like RoboZ really did that much. But he will find the stacks and steal another bounty. So there you go.
Oh yeah, his support actually stacked that camp, remember? Just reminding him, hey, I left you a little something over on the enemy jungle. Don't forget about it, though. I don't want the enemies taking it.
Thank you very much. All right. So it looks like PP, you know, sometimes you see the Tinies going treads or face boots. He's rushing that Blink Dagger, wants to create as much space as possible. And once the Blink is ready, he can also follow up with the Spectre, which is nice. So I'm okay with this. I don't really feel like he gets that much from having face boots this game.
Jump over on Berna. They have the epicenter too, and he has finished up with the blade mail. So Wish actually dies here, and so does Sacred. A nice turnaround here, having that blade mail completed, and they're just too squishy to withstand it.
I love his build actually. You know, you're rushing the blade mail. You don't have boots, So having ult is actually terrible here. That extra point of dispersion definitely helps him there with the kill and helps him farm a little faster. Really nice from Bruna.
They were not expecting that at all. My goodness.
Oh, 8-minute rune. Who's gonna take it?
Avalanche. It's
Oh.
bottom, and it's a regen. Oh, disaster for RoboZ. He wanted that so bad. Tiny will bottle it up, save it for later, and they go for the smoke play here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Wow, if this play actually succeeds, PP's gonna have such an early blink dagger. Maybe pre-10 minutes.
Look,
Let's
Linda's
see
already
if,
left.
Oh.
Angel's just like, I've had enough. Get me out. I don't want this lane. Let me peacefully farm my triangle. Protect me, team.
There you go. He saved a lot of skill points here. Finally gets another one in glaive. Still saving one. So gonna farm a
RoboZ
little
gonna
bit
walk
faster.
right into PP. He's got the avalanche. Doesn't quite have that toss up though.
Dire structures are
He doesn't decide to go for it actually.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Still
under
surprised they didn't try to make that happen.
Yeah, I guess they don't really wanna overextend. After all, PP is getting pretty close to that blink dagger, so just gonna use the regen and finish this. Very nice. Oh, cheap fast for Spectre. Oh, dude, I feel like the
Ooh, that's
RNG
the
for Infinity
dream.
is going really well right now. They're getting everything they want.
You want to know how to make Kyle real angry? Speaking of, you know, the fact that they're getting all the RNG. So, Neff and I have this joke, right? And it's that if you're a good mid player, if you're the better mid player, you always get the rune because you know exactly where it is.
Yes.
It was a joke, obviously. It's obviously a 50-50 chance. But I made that joke to Kyle, and he's like, that's stupid, Mike. Like, he didn't quite get it, like, that it was a joke. He's like, no, it's totally random. And he'd get really angry about how random it would be. And I'm like, yeah, no, Kyle, you just gotta be the better mid. He's like, no, that's not how that works, Moxxi. He just did not understand that I was joking around the entire time. Good lord. Very angry. It's funny.
You know what else is random, Moxxi?
What else is random?
The witch neutral creep or ancient that spawns, and look at that beauty there. 3 stacks just waiting for this blade mail and cheap fast from the Spectre.
That makes her very happy, but you know what makes other cores unhappy is when there's just a full invasion in your jungle and Luna has to teleport back over to the triangle. She just can't leave here. This is her containment zone.
Okay.
On the hunt again. Invis and the Invis. They know that Luna's got to have run somewhere here. Look at this positioning coming out from PP.
Oh, there you go.
They find themselves a Snapfire. They say goodbye, Grandma. And then we get a pause.
Huh. Okay.
So poor Luna just teleported top here. She is running out, obviously, because she has no TP. And that's more time that she's not going to be able to farm during all this.
All right, they're gonna go back. Yeah, I mean, Infinity, they're going for very aggressive moves here.
Oh.
Hello?
Jump over onto Sexy Yogi. We talked about this in the past. They need to have some way to take out the Oracle, and they find it. Egg's gonna get dropped over here, but there's no one here to try to protect it, although in comes Berna. Berna wants this kill. He really wants to get the kill onto Shesin. He doesn't quite manage to do... Oh, but the blade mail coming out, they get the kill over to Shesin. Oh, dear. Berna, he's ticking down too much. RSNT, now the rest of the team trying to do some cleanup here. As the teleport comes out here from Witch, gonna try to refill that bottle. And RSNT, he's tanky, but they have the stun. Followed up with the Snapfire. Kiss is sacred. He's gotta move out of the way here. There's PP, the toss up into the air. It's gonna blow up Sacred. And the TPs are coming out. This fight has lasted forever.
Yeah.
Go back in again. The heal over on PP, followed up with that remnant forward. Ice Blast comes in, is gonna land over on the side, but RoboZ, he's still alive, managing to get the kill on PP. They'll be able to turn around over to this Oracle. The Scatter Blast comes out. Do they have enough damage? They do indeed. Berna is now back into the fight here. I don't think he really wants to be here. I think he'd rather be hitting creeps right now.
Wow, what a crazy fight. Yeah, like when they're fighting Berna, they killed the Luna in the backlines as well. Ravage was used to get that kill. I think Tiny also joined them. So it's a 1-for-1 in terms of carry. They don't really pressure any of the mid-tier ones. Dead even game. Oh, and
Oh,
the same
no.
play actually. Tidehunter tanking the Ancients, and Berna just like finishing it off.
Nice.
Such a bro.
Oh, okay. Shessid just falls over there.
Pamplona gets the kill. All right.
Dire's top tower
And everybody's
is
just
under
fighting for
attack.
these mid towers. They want to ensure that they can get rid of them, try to secure this Roche area, take away some of this jungle, and another smoke coming out from the side of Infinity. They can get the jump. Perhaps, are they looking for Luna? I think they're looking for Luna. Yeah, look
Oh,
at this.
yeah,
They've
they
got
are.
the vision. Hey, Angel. Sunray immediately toss up into the air. Can they do enough damage? And they'll go and drop the egg.
Okay.
That was clumsy. I guess they just wanted to get rid of that dark vision, right?
I mean, this is crazy
Hard to
because.
say.
All right, they're gonna maybe try and get PP here.
Yeah, they
Oh, no,
have the
there you
save
go.
here with Sexy Yogi. He's in a good position. He knows that his Spectre's fine right now. PP is the one in danger, so he's just going to continue to negate some of that magic damage, cuts a bunch of heals down as well,
All right.
and he's back up to full.
I thought it was very greedy of Angel to farm that camp, knowing that Infinity had control of that part of the map a while ago. But he was like, "Man, I'm super strong. I don't care if they go on me."
Yeah.
He actually just solo kills the egg by himself. I'm so surprised.
I'm surprised they egged there, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, nice burrow strike now coming out from Sacred. A snowball coming in, and they'll be able to use the Ice Blast. They'll drop the Mortimer's Kisses, but Phoenix already pretty far away. Man, RoboZ, he wants his kill. We'll be able to go and hold him in place here using those Searing Chains, but the Haunt's gonna come out. Where is the Spectre going? Is it just to deter? Looks like in the top lane, Luna is trying to run away from... Oh, no. That is a
Right.
dead Luna. The Haunt coming in handy. What else did they use there? They still have the Ravage, too.
This is starting to look like game 2 a little bit more, right? Lots of kills, even trades everywhere.
He the blink forward here. Doesn't manage to get his hands over onto Wiz, though. Nice Searing Chains coming out from RoboZ.
Yeah, like this is gonna be. It's so clowny because they don't really have any push, so they're constantly trying to fight middle to get one kill, maybe do 300 damage to the tower. So I think this is gonna continue for a long time. You know, I guess there's a little bit less incentive on the side of Infinity to fight because they don't have Haunt. But I'm pretty sure Luna could eventually just connect to the middle once they have their cooldowns.
Well, it's interesting to see just how neck and neck the Spectre and Luna are in farming. And again, Angel, you know, on this Luna should be just getting out of hand, right? Because he can jungle just so much more efficiently than a Spectre can. Of course, Spectre has the chip vest and the blade mail and whatnot, but it's just typically you'd see the Luna.
Yeah, it's
taking
not as
off.
fast, for sure. Yeah. I think this is like the fastest you're gonna see a Spectre farm with no Radiance, but still the Luna should.
Oh, Sacred! They find the Oracle immediately here. And he's gonna have to go use his false promise on himself. PP gets spotted out over as well. Mass Madness has popped on Angel, just wanting to clear up the creep, but they do have the egg if they want to go in for a fight. They've got good control if they want to use a team fight here, but it's a matter of finding how to get into it because RoboZ is just constantly sliding around back and forth.
I just like the way Infinity is playing right now because it's nighttime. There's a Luna. There's absolutely no way you're ever going to be able to jump her with those smokes, and they already use a lot of those. So I think, you know, they should defend their tower if Unknown tries to collapse here, but they should probably just try and play other areas of the map, try and deal with other heroes because I don't think they're ever killing this Luna right now.
Perhaps make a jump on some of these support. Sacred has been doing a great job, though, showing up, getting these burrow strikes, and setting up for the rest of his team to follow up.
Speaking of
But still
jumping,
hanging out here.
blink on Argentine, so they could definitely maybe jump this Ember. She has no idea about this.
Be careful,
they do have a
Jessup
ward,
hiding in
though.
the trees.
Yeah.
I mean, Luna is all by herself here. They'll have Haunt up in about 7 seconds. Look at this. Look at the lines being drawn. Just like, we know she's here. But Angel, Spidey sense tingling, says, oh, God. All right, they've just left the mid lane, which means they're running after me. I'll rejoin the rest of my team here where it's safe and farm up. The PP does manage to find himself Jessup here, so That is a ancient apparition who's no longer going to be an issue. But Sacred's still in position, does have the Blink Dagger, has the Epicenter online. It's still very hard for them to get across this river.
Have we seen an epicenter like at all this game?
I want to say yes. I saw one in the top lane when they tried to kill Spectre and Spectre blade mailed and they killed themselves.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. There
I
was
think
that
that's
one.
the one I think of. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's bad for Unknown, but I do feel like they don't really have a... They're struggling to find Sand King a place, right? He's farming a little bit, obviously has a couple of items, but I feel like as the game goes, this tide's gonna become much more of a threat. Oh,
okay, there's the Ravage, the Sunray, plus an egg. It's beautiful in the positioning here. Shesta trying to run away. Angel, though, getting held into place. That's going to be a dead Luna as the egg does indeed pop. PP looking, he's hunting, trying to find anything. Does have the Invis rune. They managed to save RSNT using that false promise. So Shesta just getting burnt down here as Bird is walking right into the chasing after which. That's a little bit far here as they do buy back over on the Ancient Apparition. The Avatasso takes care of Robo Z as the Epicenter goes off. Sexy Yogi is not going to be able to survive this Burna. Also having a lot of difficulty. They dove so very, very far. They'll end up losing Pamplona, and they'll end up losing Burna too.
Yeah, I mean, yes, obviously they forced a lot of buybacks, but I think Infinity would have benefited more if they just stopped diving a little bit and just took the tower. Still, that's a good trade for them. I think the Spectre got a lot of kills. Is a little bit behind the Luna, but as we talked about, Spectre in comparison should be a little bit lower in that group. So I think this is really good, especially considering the matchup is Spectre favored.
Again, the later that this game gets, the better it is here for that Spectre. So
Double
Chesed
heals.
has to feel a little nervous about that too, being an Ancient Apparition. Once that Haunt comes out, he is in a world of pain, though. PP also here in the mid lane. Decent amount of damage tossed onto him, but again, they'll be able to negate some of that. Using the Oracle Fate's Edict. Always nice.
I just want to say, you know, this like rank 10 players, they're always so greedy. Enjo actually buying the Mithril Hammer instead of the Ogre Club just to get that, you know, extra hit faster from crypt to crypt. You know, obviously I don't think he would survive because of the Ogre Club, but you know, the mentality is so like, I just want to farm 10 seconds faster to do the next thing 10 seconds faster. And I mean, overall it works well for him.
Yeah, it is, because now he's pulled further ahead of that Spectre here, at least, which is very important. But just keeps continuously dancing around this one ward, so they are keeping tabs on him, even if they're not invading over on the side of Infinity.
Also, good job for the Luna getting the Groove Bow. Probably Groove Bow, probably one of the better items for her.
Picks up the recipe for the Black King bar. It's going to be working on the Ogre Axe here. I want to say Ogre Club for half a second. I don't know why. No idea why. Burna sees Wish. Tosses out a casual dagger. Just warns him, get out of my jungle. Bottom lane, though, they go in for the Haunt over onto Angel. Are they going to be able to take him out fast enough? They do. They manage to find it. The Ice Blast does connect with Sacred here. He's just having so much difficulty. Cookie Hop coming forward. Burna just chasing after him. Will be able to get himself a double kill now. Gonna need a little love here from Sexy Yogi, though. He's sitting a bit low as Robo Z continues to slide around, trying to make problems. Oh, these long-range kisses. It forces out the Phoenix Egg to try to stay alive here.
All right. That's a decent trade. Pretty much the same cooldown. And they did get that Luna. I am so impressed by Infinity. I think if there's any doubters that said that no ping, you know, maybe they didn't scream that much, maybe they were just resting after the major, I think you cannot count Infinity out. These guys are giving Unknown a run for their money, and you know, they're one of the probably like favorite teams to also go to TI alongside No Ping, because they were winning a couple of tournaments before this. They were looking very sharp.
Again, it's a testament to how close everything really is in this region. You know, again, Beast Coast and Thunder Predator have been sitting at the top for quite a while now. No Ping recently, you know, joining into that top club, so to speak, because of their, you know, capabilities of getting there to the major. But, you know, Unknown won another tournament recently. I forget exactly which one, over in South America, where I believe they took down SG, right? Was that their finals?
Yes, they took SG, and I'm just getting the name here of that tournament. It is the
Eh,
Invi something.
right.
Invi Dota 2. Yeah.
So they played that tournament, and they looked really well, obviously, because they won the entire thing. But Infinity over here too, they've made great strides. And as Alva was saying earlier, he was just, this is a group of misfit toys that have the talent, but just haven't necessarily found that synergy. And I think this grouping here with, the following up with the coach. Oh, this is a big jump.
Okay.
They're going up over to the high ground. The smoke does pop, though. They back off. Look at Sacred. He was hungry. He wanted it. Not gonna be able to grab it, though.
They're like, all right, let's smoke. I have no Ravage, but if we find one hero, we might be able to burst him. And then they see
They
five
found
heroes.
all
They're
of
like,
them.
nope, I am
Lucky
out.
them.
Dire's
Yes.
top tower
They had
is
the
under
high
But they
ground there.
They break the smoke over on the side of Unknown, so.
They do have pipe on both offlaners. Actually, like, pretty much the same build, with the exception of the Soul Ring for the bottom Sacred. Pretty cool.
Looking through this jungle here, placing down some sentries. Trying to get any information they can, and maybe do a little bit of a push over here to this tier 2. The jump forward, though, here from PP, trying to just immediately blow up Sacred. Not going to be able to do it, but the haunt does come out. So they'll try to grab anyone that they can over here. Spectre, finding himself Wish. Gonna try to just chip away over at the side. Should be able to run him down quite easily. So that is a dead Snapfire. But not the big fight I think that Infinity was hoping for.
I do love the way Infinity is using their cooldowns,
Chested?
right? Oh.
Ooh, yeah, that is a door wide open now for Infinity. Now they don't have to worry about the Ancient Apparition, and they take the top tower.
Well, yeah, I don't think they're gonna Roche, but one more fight, and I'm sure they're ready, because they have Manton Spectre, they have
Those
Gush.
Scotty.
Yeah.
That's big.
Oh, this is starting to look grim. I think this Luna didn't actually ever got into a really good fight at the BKB, so they're still trying to find that fight. It might be this Roshan one, because they know how much it matters for Infinity to get Roshan right now. They really need to at least push them back from Roche.
Oh, they still have the Ravage online here for the Tidehunter, so getting into that Roche pit is very, very scary over on the side of Unknown, even if that Haunt isn't up for another 60-something seconds. But it's very important. You can see Sacred just doing a little bit of scouting, and on the flip side, pretty scary for Infinity to go over to that area. But plus the Tiny, who thrives in the AoE environment, and of course, the Phoenix Egg being able to be placed outside the pit where they'll have difficulty hitting it does make it very scary for Unknown unless they can get a good pick off here.
Looks
Berna?
like
Good gap
they're
over onto Berna.
baiting
They're
this
playing it
so
cool.
hard.
Yeah, they are. See the Tidehunter. They ping out the Tidehunter over on the side too. They're like, guys, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
Infinity
I mean,
just
against the
daring them
Luna, that's a really hard play to try and bait, because obviously Angel will get vision of those heroes behind the Spectre, at nighttime at least. So, I mean, I think I know they have like maybe one or two fights left in them. They really need to be careful about that fight though, because if they fight around Roche and it's like even or they lose, then like things can get out of control. So they have to pick a fight they know they're gonna win. Oh, as a state though, they just get inside Roche.
Really care too much about that Ice Blast. Yeah, they go right back in again. And like, if you look at the net worth, again, the Spectre is just neck and neck with Luna. They have to be so careful. Again, they have that Tidehunter Ravage. They'll throw out some of the kisses, but the Haunt comes out. The Ravage over onto the back line. They take out Chesed almost immediately. Now Sacred also next to fall as Berna. No, but they managed to go and snatch up the Aegis away. Luna, she's mad. She's got all this damage coming out from the Eclipse, but they're chasing after Robo Z over here on the side because they do have the false promise. The egg will pop. So Robo Z, he's going to pay for taking that Aegis. They are not happy over here on the side of Infinity, but he is going to be able to try to just slide himself out here. He's going to try to TP. They don't have anything to cancel it out, so Robo Z, he makes it out.
Robo Z, God, I'm so impressed. He actually made this game still winnable. The problem is that the Luna's dying so much. 2 and 5 on poor Angel. Like those plays, they're really cool if they actually keep their carry alive, but it's only gonna like take them so far if they don't have a right-click boy to do more stuff. Oh, Argentine.
He's taking a decent chunk of damage, but he does have a pipe. PP following up, though, with the Avatos. Not quite enough to take down Wish all the way, though. So they're still chasing after Argentine. Just keeps continuing here. Follow up with Sacred. They will be able to take down the Tidehunter. On the backside, PP needing to be careful. He was on a chase for sure, but didn't manage to get his hands on Wish. So Grandma will survive another day, although she is extremely bugged on my screen. I don't know if she's bugged for you too, Bowie.
No, it's just fine.
She is flailing like a wild lady
Oh,
here.
yeah, she is. What the hell?
Yeah, she got bugged.
I mean, is that a bug or a feature? Because I am enjoying that a lot.
Especially as she shoots her gun, just what's the Sunspan voice line? That's all I can imagine, honestly.
That's true. I would love to have that voice line now on Snapfire acting this way. All right, so I mean, this is gonna buy some time. I guess Snapfire going for these eggs now. It's a good way for them to throw the Sand King, throw the Ember, do some extra damage. It's just Angel. He needs so many items, and this is like an uphill battle. It's very similar to how Burna felt against the Terrorblade in the second game.
Ooh, an enchanted quiver picked up here. I imagine if they have some sort of a save here for Angel, how differently this goes.
True. Or
Rosh it over here, toss out the Ice Blast, but Burna collects himself a kill as they manage to go and hunt forward. They want Sacred. They can't quite grab him though, as they just slip through their fingers over here on the side of Infinity and Unknown. They're gonna regroup. Over on the bottom side here, no, Burna doesn't manage to go and grab Wish again, outwitted by the Grandma. And they make their way up here in this middle lane. The Haunt is down. They still have the Ravage. They still have the egg too on the side of Infinity. But they also have the Epicenter over on the Sand King. So PP's gonna just show himself. Very tanky lad here. Does have that BKB if he needs it. And Robozy's gonna try his best to just try to push them off. But there it is. Sacred jumping forward. Plus that Sunray. But they've already negated some of that damage here. They throw out the Lucent Beam. The Ravage comes out. Can they blow up Robozy in time? It's looking like they'll be able to. And that BKB coming in handy as they rotate now right to the bottom lane. Regroup with Burna, and they're gonna be able to take a tower.
I mean, Infinity, they really don't care. They already got the tier 2 tower. They know Spectre has no Haunt, is a lone bottom, but they still committed the Ravage because they're like, we're so strong. How dare you even try to fight us?
Oh, Angel! Oh no!
No.
But PP is just gonna try to fight against this Tiny, but it's so difficult for him. They've got the Sun right here from Pamplona. Gonna pop that BKB. And he's gonna go for the Eclipse. Could TP out if he wanted, but here comes Argentine here. They don't quite have enough damage, and they don't have anything to go through the BKB, so Luna will make it out alive. But was forced to use the BKB defensively, and of course that Eclipse, which is a lot of that early damage coming out from Luna.
Yeah, it really felt like Angel never had a fight where he can just right-click. And it's not like they don't have stuns on the side of Unknown. It always feels like Infinity is the one like actually making the moves and Unknown is reacting. That's really their problem. Because Luna, you want to have the jump. Because she hates being jumped against these tiny Tidehunters and Spectres.
Yeah, they're consistently bringing the party to her, it feels like.
Yeah. Luna doesn't like surprise parties.
No, it startles her cat.
Okay, but let's look at the bright side here. We have this Snapfire farming the eggs, which is very impactful. They're even trying to make a Solar Crest on the Sand King, because they want to enable Angel somehow. So I guess that's good, but that's also kind of sad for Sand King.
Yeah. Yep, it is. The Haunt comes out. They found themselves a Luna. Again, they have the BKB. Ice Blast will connect. But now they can go with high ground if they want, and there's no BKB available here for Angel.
Oh, man.
Nice play here coming out from the side of Infinity, forcing the BKB. And they have the Abyssal Blade completed for Burna too. Sacred though, trying to get into position. Argentine immediately spotting him. Gonna be very important for Sexy Yogi to stay very far back and have his spells up. Look at this, I love this. He's picked up the Shadow Amulet, so that way he can try to stay back and not get detected here while he's waiting to get his spells off. Ice Blast comes in over onto Spectre, doesn't really seem to care at all. This is a very tanky Spectre at this point.
Oh yeah.
All right, what's the play here, Bowie? How does Unknown take this fight?
So, they don't really. I guess they're not in a hurry right now. The important objective is obviously going to be Roche. I think what they need is not YOLO, because I feel like the way they're going to lose this game is go for this smoke play, just lose. Because Infinity, their push is terrible. The only way they're going to go high ground is, with a huge gold advantage in Aegis, or Unknown just
no, Angel. They have the Abyssal Blade too. Angel's gonna be so careful. In fact, they go, they use it, they just kill the Luna. There's no buyback on this Luna for 80-something seconds.
The mental warfare on top of it.
All the tips.
Yeah, this is rough. Like that's how they win, okay? If Unknown don't lose heroes, it's very hard for Infinity to go high ground without Aegis, but if they die like that, I don't even blame the Luna. I think their draft. They just.
They still have their eyes over here on Sacred. They've got the Sun Ray. They'll root him into place, and that'll be a kill for Arzen T. No buyback on Sand King either. He is probably one of their better heroes in being able to cut waves. More tips coming out from Infinity. Oh, they can taste that victory. They want it so bad, and I really hope, at this point, they're not doing this a bit too prematurely here, Bowie, because they're going to get a lot of tips right back if they lose this game.
That is true. You got to be careful with how many tips you output, but it's looking really good for them. As long as, they're not going high ground. They understand Roche is going to respawn. They have all of the advantage in the world right now.
Wish he tries to TP out, but he can't. The Phoenix spotting him, and that is a dead Snapfire. But they are, they aren't pushing. Right? They aren't breaking up into that high ground at the very least, so Wish making them respond to them, I think is good here.
Yeah, I feel like one of the big problems this game was the gap closers on both this AA and the Luna. They are obviously good versus heal, but if you can just kill the AA, then it really doesn't matter, because you're gonna use a blast suboptimally or you're just not gonna use it. This is a big problem.
God, I feel so bad for Angel. He's been so close to this Scotty now for the last couple minutes, and he just keeps dying before he can get it.
Yeah, that ultimate orb in the backpack, that hurts to look at.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh no. I see him head towards that area, and I'm getting nervous. I'm like, oh, Angel, careful. There's a lot of people over near your secret shop.
So Brenna going for that butterfly, gonna help them siege a little bit better. Obviously, Luna definitely not here want to go MKB, and it's not like Angel sparing a lot of gold anyway, so look at that. The courier traveling all around the world for that point booster.
That's smart, though.
Finally.
They're not going to expect it coming from that area. The special delivery. There it is, a Scotty, but they immediately jump on him. Look at those reflexes immediately. Do they? They have enough damage to take down Angel here easy. As long as they can get their hands on, they get the bash off. Yes, I want to die is what the Oracle says as they clean up on Sacred. No buyback on either one of those. That was just... God, I'm speechless how fast they jumped in on there, Bowie.
I think that's one of the scenarios where you actually want your courier killed, right?
Yes.
Because if the
Yes,
courier
kill the
dies...
courier, not me. Sweet baby Jesus.
Such a low kick, and he was so anxious. He was out of the base, just like, please, courier, bring my items. But there was a ward.
God, I do not know how they forced them out of the space right now. I have no idea. You don't have your Luna, you don't have your Sand King. They're so tanky over here on the side of Infinity. This is looking like maybe, they try to end this here. Butterfly getting delivered now for Burna. Robozy's been doing the best he can. He's been trying so hard, but there's only so much he can do now.
Yeah, it's really rough.
Ice Blast will help a little, but they have a pipe. T just being that meat shield in the front. The way that Sexy Yogi has played this Oracle is just perfect. He stands so far back, they haven't been able to get their hands on them. Sunray coming out onto T. Look at this. Robozu's just tickling them. Sacred hiding over into the sideline. Does have the Epicenter's gonna get a nice burrow strike over onto the back line. Should be able to go and take down at least one of these supports, but the egg is up. Sacred, he has nobody to help him here as he's going to fall. Convertwords Kisses does get tossed out here by Widge, but the Mega Creeps are here. The damage is done, and Luna is just now respawning.
Yeah, this is an uphill climb now. Oh, there you go. Oh.
And a illusionist cape. Ooh, they call the GG. They've had enough. Infinity, not what people were expecting, I don't think, unless you're Avo. But they take the series. They stay in the upper division or the upper brackets. Sorry, TPC brain. My gosh. Holy smokes.
I am very impressed by Infinity. You know, I was maybe in the, you know, fluke train. Yeah, no ping, they underestimated Infinity. Maybe Unknown also did, but it really feels like Infinity. They're not a one-trick pony. They're so aggressive, but at the same time, they're contained. I'm very impressed with this team. I really want to see how far they go.
I'm also extremely impressed with what they brought here in this series, but we are going to take a short break, guys, and have a moment to catch our breaths after everything. But when we come back, we will have the post-game discussion.
All right.